Hello folks. Well, I'm excited to have finally gotten my eSky 300 version 2. I've been waiting a long time for this thing to come, I'm not kidding you. It's FlyBarless and it has a belt drive. And they also say it's the ultimate beginner's helicopter. Well, when somebody says something's easy like that, you know, I don't know. We're gonna find out. So let's check out what's in the box.
Well, inside the box was a 6-channel transmitter, 2 screwdrivers, an Allen wrench, and a 370 milliamp battery, plus a 1 amp charger. Let's take a closer look.
Oh man. Wow. That's pretty neat. It is FlyBarless, and look at all of this is encased in here. That's pretty cool. Well, it's heavier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, transmitter. Oh, it's smooth. What does this say? Green dot. Rotate at low speed. Oh, I see. There's dots on there. This is high and low rate. That turns it on and off. Trims. Actually pretty nice. 2.4 gigahertz. Yep, I need 4 AA batteries, so I'm going to get those. Alright, that's simple enough. What's it saying on here? It will rotate at low speed when starting. Oh, well that's nice. I don't like those fast startups. Pretty doggone sharp. There it is. $320 milliamp 2S. That is a belt drive in there. A belt drive. Wow.
Well, belt drives also sound really cool, as you may have heard when I fly my belt-driven Saab Goblin 700 speed. Yes, this is where I fly it on my simulator, but note the sound. They're really similar, so these belt drive systems have a different kind of sound. The Goblin also reminds me of the eSky 300, and that it is narrow, sleek, and fast. And not being a 3D machine like this Goblin, it's really fast, as you're going to see. Well, first, let's take and fly it inside for its maiden flight, and I'll show you what I learned.
There's a switch here. Alright, I'm just going to plug it into my power bank here. So it's charging now. Let's go get some batteries put in this. I've got this on red, the switch on the top of the transmitter, and there's a switch on top of the helicopter that's marked red, and I got that, and I hope that's off. You got to put the battery in just right and get that connector in there, and then this, I don't think you can see it, but I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. I don't know if it's going to turn on or not, but I guess it's plugged in all the way. I'm almost afraid to fly this. You know, I'm worried when somebody says this is the easiest thing you could ever fly. That's what scares me. So, there. Alright, let's go ahead and see if I can hover this thing. It says to turn this to green. And wait. So that's supposed to line everything. Now comes the moment of truth.
I left the blades on the side purposely just to see if it's going to fall over on takeoff.
Just gonna pick it up and hover, and it's supposed to be easy. Let's see. I'm going into low rate and turn it to green.
You might notice there's no big wide landing skids, so I expect it's going to tip over a lot. But it never has.
Oh, that feels pretty good. Oh, it'll go. This baby will go. I can tell. Yeah, it holds the tail really good. Except when I punch it. I can't believe how little bit of landing gear it has. And it doesn't tip over. Absolutely awesome. Did you think that was absolutely awesome?
Now folks, this might look easy because I usually fly easy, and especially on the maiden flight. But just remember, if you run into yourself or something, it's going to hurt either way. This is not a toys, and those blades are spinning fast and sharp. So if you're not comfortable with the RC flying orientation dilemma, then I'd use a bigger room. So let's go outside. Now I'm not going to lie to you, but this helicopter is probably going to teach you more than the one with the auto save buttons, as panic is usually the best lesson learned.
Oh, it's pretty quick.
Learn to hover and you'll always be able to land. If 3D is your thing, this is a nice stepping stone to that.
Man, this is nice.
You know, most pilots crash when they get disoriented, so make sure you're comfortable with that. If you know you're going to crash, shut it off before you do. Well, this machine has a strong head and no fly bar, so it actually should sustain a crash really well.
Okay, I'm going to switch it to full rate.
Also, the radio flew perfectly with no signs of glitching and it has just the right amount of gyro stab in it to be fun to fly for probably most experienced pilots. I really enjoy it. Well, I must say, it's probably going to be able to handle some wind pretty good. I've got lots of control. The tail rotor locks in place, and when you let go of the right stick, it centers, and so does the heli, almost like a coaxial. Pretty cool. Very nice. Now remember, guys, this is fixed pitch, so no 3D flying can actually be done. But as far as just plain easy hovering and learning to fly, this feels like it's pretty capable. Well, so like I said, eSky calls this the ultimate beginner's helicopter. Well, it certainly can be, especially if you learn to hover first. I know you won't listen because I've taught many folks how to fly, and they always start off with a hover, but then start drifting and away, and the next thing they know, they have to fly, and by then they have totally lost orientation, and that's when I grab the transmitter out of their hands to try to save it. And no, this comes with its own transmitter, so there's no buddy box setup. So with this one, it doesn't stop and hover in place like a drone either. It wants to move, so learning to hover, it will be pretty easy to do.
Man.
I really like it, and I'm impressed that it's not so overly autopilot controlled that you can actually do some great flying with it, beginner or not. I certainly am loving it, and I've got to get some more batteries for it, that's for sure.
This is really cool.
Well, I have to hand it to eSky, for this thing is absolutely gorgeous, and for its innovations like the belt drive and easy calibration setup. But then most of you know how much I love my eSky 900s, and then I've been flying those for over 10 years. And it was well worth the wait for me to get this one. And thanks so kindly for taking a look at this with me tonight, and God bless. This is Dave the Night Flyer, signing off for now. So please stay tuned for the next episode.